have proper functioning of the eye, it is necessary that one should have proper care for our eyes. If there is any problem in your eyes, you should go to an eye specialist. Also, it is necessary to have a regular checkup, and if advised, use the suitable spectacles. Too little or too much light is also bad for eyes. Insufficient or less light causes eye strain and headache. Too much light like that of a sun or a powerful lamp or a laser torch can injure the retina. Do not look at the sun or a powerful light directly. Wash your eyes frequently with clean water. Never rub your eyes, and if dust particles enter into the eyes, then clean them with clean water, or wash your eyes with clean water. And if again problem persists, you can visit a doctor. And do not read the book by placing the book too close to your eye or by placing the book too far away from your eye. Then eat balanced diet. If our food intake is not balanced, our eyes may suffer. Lack of vitamin A in our food is most responsible for some of the eye troubles. The most common among them is night blindness. Therefore, we should include food rich in vitamin A, for example, raw carrot, broccoli, leafy vegetables such as spinach, then cod liver oil. They are all rich in vitamin A. And also you can include milk, cheese, butter, curd, etc. And also fruits like papaya and mango. They are also rich in vitamin A. So, in order to have a proper functioning of our eye, we should have a balanced diet. Some persons have very limited vision to see things. This defect may be right from their birth or due to some diseases of later stage. Such persons are called visually handicapped. They try to identify things by touching and listening to voices more carefully. Thus they develop their other senses more sharply. Moreover, additional resources can help them to develop these capabilities further. These resources can be of two types: non-optical aids and optical aids. Non-optical aids include visual aids, tactile aids, auditory aids, and electronic aids. Visual aids can magnify words and provide suitable intensity of light and material at proper distances. Tactile aid. Tactile aid means using the sense of touch and helping the visually challenged persons in taking notes, reading and writing. They include Braille writer's slate and stylus. Auditory aids. Auditory aid means using the sense of hearing. They include cassettes, tape recorders, talking books, and other such devices. Electronic aids such as talking calculators and closed circuit television are available for performing many computational tasks and enlarging printed materials with suitable contrast and illumination respectively. Nowadays, use of audio CDs and voice boxes with computers are also very helpful for listening to and writing the desired text. Optical aids include bifocal lens, contact lenses, tinted lenses, magnifiers, and telescopic aids. The lens combination can rectify the visual limitations. Telescopic aids are available to view chalkboard and class demonstrations. Thus, using these aids, the visually challenged persons can learn, read, write, and interact with others. Next, we'll study about Braille system. We have learned that Braille system is a tactile aid which helps the visually challenged person in reading and writing using the sense of touch. Braille system is the most popular resource for visually challenged person. This was developed by Louis Braille who himself a visually challenged person. He published it in 1821, but the present system was adopted in 1932. There is a Braille code for common languages, mathematics, and scientific notations. Many Indian languages also can be read using the Braille system. Braille system has 63 dot patterns or characters. The dots are arranged in cells of 2 vertical rows of 3 dots each. Each character represents a letter, a combination of letters, a common word, or a grammatical sign. Patterns of dot to represent the alphabet CAT, then a word and a grammatical sign, comma, is as shown. Visually challenged people learn the system beginning with letters, then special characters and letter combinations. Each character has to be memorized. These patterns, when embossed on braille sheets, helps the visually challenged person to recognize the words by touching. To make them easier to touch, the dots are raised slightly. Methods of learning the Braille system depend upon the recognition by touching. Braille text can be produced by hand or by machine. Typewriter-like devices and printing machines have now been developed to produce the text.